Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? I'm doing very, very well today. It's a beautiful sunny day. It is Tuesday, November 3rd. It's election day. My daughter went to go vote this morning. She got up really early, got out of the door by 7 o'clock, I think even before 7 o'clock, because I think voting started at 7. But she got there and, she'd been sick, so she couldn't go vote early because she's been sick for 10 days. Or maybe a little longer. Anyway, she couldn't vote early, so I told her, "You better get up and go vote. You go vote. We need you." you know. And so she was like, "Okay, fine. I'm going to go vote." I told her, I said, "You can never ever have another conversation about politics and complain about anything. If you don't vote, you have no right to complain." After I told her that, she's like, "I'm going to vote." So she went there. She stood in line for 1 hour and she was number, I think, 5. There was 4 people ahead of her. She said they told them that our machines are down. All the machines across Texas are down. All the voting machines in Texas are down. That's what they were telling them. And Kimberly's like, my daughter Kimberly, she was like, "What? This is crazy." So she's texting everybody and telling us, "I'm waiting in line 1 hour." She's putting it on Facebook. And they're telling them they're going to get some ballots. They're telling them, "Well, we're going to get some paper ballots." And they're waiting and waiting and waiting. And she said finally that the line started moving. And she said what it was. I live in Comal County. I live in a really small county and a really small city right outside of San Antonio. And the scanner for your license, their scanner wasn't working. It wasn't the voting machines. They didn't need ballots. They couldn't get the scanner to work. You give them their license. Well, finally, somebody figured out you can manually enter the driver's license number. So she said it took them 1 hour to figure that out. So the line started moving again. And there's all kinds of little glitches. If you look on Twitter, they're having all kinds of little voting glitches like that, And my daughter told me that a few people left the line. They gave up. They didn't vote. They just left, Probably they had to be at work, Hopefully they'll come back, and vote. But some people just gave up. Yesterday when I did my reading, I had so much energy. I could barely talk, y'all. I know y'all, I'm sure you could feel it. I was stopping a lot because it was so much energy. I couldn't get it out. You know what I mean? I just couldn't get everything out. So I wanted to do a reading today. I am going to do not a reading. I'm going to just give y'all a message from Spirit. It's not a reading, but I do have a message from Spirit. And I'm going to do do a recording on the watch party tonight. That's going to be so exciting. On our group text, my daughter said, I said, "Well, we can take a shot every time, every state that Biden wins, we'll take a shot." And she said, "We could take a shot every time Trump tweets." And I said, "Oh, hell no, we'll be drunk in 30 minutes. Anyway, we're not going to drink. We're just playing. We're not much drinkers or anything. But I am feeling a lot calmer today. How about you guys? You're probably nervous, a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous, but not really. I feel really calm, you know. But the message that I'm getting from Spirit is that our prayers are being answered. And what they're showing me, I see, this is so funny that I see this, but I see an Indian warrior, like on a horse. He's holding like a staff, and he's on a horse. He's standing in front of me. I think this is a symbol of defending our beliefs, our nation, our rights, standing up for ourselves and all that we've been through. We've been through so much, through the last 4 years. And of course, it doesn't compare to the suffering of the Indian people or the Holocaust victims or anything like that. But this is, in our lifetime, this is a special kind of suffering that we've gone through. It really is. And it's, it is horrendous, and more things are going to come out about it. There are more information about what Trump has done is going to come out. And of course, the people at the border, the people that were trying to come in this country, they suffered so much also. and they've been separated, some permanently, from their children. So they're, we've all suffered along with those people. We've been praying for them, and we want change. But what I'm getting, I'm going to just keep going and tell y'all what I'm getting. We strapped on our boots, we marched, we protested, we made our voices heard, right? We stood up for others, others that were needlessly slain. We stood up against hate and discrimination. And we do know what the future would look like with Donald Trump, but we're going to color that in. We're going to color in the future, the colors that we want to see, the truths that we want to become reality. We're coloring this all in. This is our vote. That's how we're coloring in the future. This virus, it's actually a part of all, people's awakening. It really is, because it has magnified this administration for us, and of course, the virus has magnified other things in the world. You know what I mean? It's pollution, and because we haven't been moving and doing so much pollution, our air is cleaner. Donald Trump thinks he can take advantage of that and say, because of him, the air is cleaner. It's not. It's because of the pandemic. It's because we're not, using that much fuel anymore to move around our cars and everything. People are working from home. So, but it's also magnified this administration's incompetence, indifference, insensitivity to people that are suffering. It's magnified it, because we saw it at the border. We saw that they, were so insensitive to these people that were asking for help. They come to our border and ask for help, and put them in a cage and separate them from their children. It's horrific. So that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough for people. We had to have something else. Now we have the pandemic, and we're all suffering, not just people from the border, on the other side of the border, coming here. Now we're all suffering. We have friends and family that are suffering. Right now, my own mother is very, very sick. My daughter was sick. She didn't have COVID, thank you. But my mother is very, very sick right now. I found out that some people went to visit her, and they found out that they were in contact with people that had COVID. So she's taken a test, and we're going to find out now if she has COVID. She's very sick. She's not answering her phone. I talked to my sister. So, we're all a part of the same fabric of life. This is touching us all. Your mother, your friend, your friend's friend, everybody knows somebody that that COVID has touched their lives. And not only that, it's changed our lives. It's taken over our lives. It's changed our lives in a financial way too. In many, many ways, this has touched our lives. This has awakened us. It really has. This administration has, just torn apart this fabric. That's instead of showing compassion for our neighbors, this administration has shown contempt, and we're a reflection of that. That's what's happening, that division, the Republicans and the Democrats, they're showing contempt for each other, and it shouldn't be like that. We're supposed to love our neighbors, right? And whatever they believe. But of course, when they're running you down in a car because you're supporting Biden, it's very hard to show compassion. And, Spirit understands that. But tonight, the healing begins, and we are all in dire need of healing, and it will begin. So let's send love and light and prayers that every person's heart will open, and that their eyes will open also, everybody. And that includes Democrats, Republicans, everybody, because we've harshly judged our Republican friends. We feel righteous that we have the right to, because of the horrible things this administration has done and the horrible person Trump is. And we don't understand how anybody could defend them or support them. But we're going to have to bring down the rhetoric a little, bring it down, and just open our hearts because things are changing, y'all. Things are changing. They're going to be on the other end now. And we don't want them, we don't want to treat them like they've treated us. We teach people how to treat us. So we teach people how to treat us by treating them with kindness and compassion. Okay. So, and that's the way Democrats are. That's the way we are. And that's the way we're going to be. Sorry, y'all. I'm getting a lot. Let's just focus on all the love that's flowing through this country right now. There is a lot of love. There's a lot of hope for change and for peace. And that's what people want. Everybody wants that. Everybody, doesn't matter if you're Republican, a Democrat, you want change. You want things to be peaceful and you're hoping for a better life, right? You want to be able to take care of your families. You want to be able to work, have a job, make enough money to, live. So I, for one, and I know you guys that are following me and listening to me, you feel the same way. I'm so thankful, and that's a prayer of thankfulness for Joe Biden. I'm so thankful that Joe Biden, in his golden years, he has stood up to defend this nation, to guide us through this storm, to give us hope, to heal this great nation. He didn't have to. He did not have to, but he heard that calling and he stood up, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that he's going to be our next president, that the healing has begun. So just when you're watching tonight, know that everything's going to be okay, no matter what kind of chaos might ensue. We may go up and down for a couple of days, but everything's going to pan out and everything's going to be fine. It doesn't matter what Trump does in the next few days until, January 20th, till he gets sworn in. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. There's nothing that he can do to hurt us now. He's going to be gone. He's finished. He's over. So just, guys, relax. Enjoy watching the results. Know that everything is going to be okay. And change is coming. Peace is coming. Love, is coming. So focus on that. Focus on that. Focus on the healing and the love that's coming tonight. All right. So we'll all be focused on the same thing. Let's all be happy, because that's how you bring more of the same energy, is to be happy. Let's put it out there. We're going to put love and light and happiness out there, and more of it's going to come back. And we're going to see it with all the votes that are being tallied. Okay. All right, guys. So I'll talk to y'all tonight. I don't know how long it'll take to load up tonight, because there's going to be a lot of people on YouTube, but I'll try to do maybe a few 30-minute segments with my family. And what I want to do is I want to kind of bring them on and introduce some of my family members and do like a little interview with them and see how they're, feeling about the election. So I look forward to talking to y'all this evening. Love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye for now. And do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Bye-bye.